Chapter 8. Do you know why my cell phone isn't working? I asked Honey Lady as we pushed through the door and out of the pool room. We've always had trouble getting reception here, she said. Never could figure out why. Feel free to use your computer if you need to communicate with someone outside the workhouse. The cool air of the cubicle room on my moist clothing sent a shiver through my body. Let's see, where would they? Her heels would have been clicking rapidly if we weren't walking on carpet. Another door stood within a couple of yards of the pool room door. Honey Lady yanked this one open too. Aha! I knew it. Two boys were running around the large gym. They held rackets and were taking turns hitting a ball attached to a long bungee cord that snapped the ball off in wild directions. I should say only one boy, the taller boy with blonde, shaggy hair, hit the ball. He hit it a lot. The other boy, much shorter, with straight dark hair and almond eyes behind thin glasses, ducked every time the ball came near him. He swung a couple of times but didn't connect. Boys, stop and come over here, said Honey Lady. The short boy did, but the tall blonde boy got in a few more whacks before he finally lowered his racket. Honey Lady pointed to him as he ran over. This is Henry. The shorter boy shuffled up alongside him. And this is Jeffrey. Hey, said the tall boy, nodding his chin at me. He turned a wicked grin toward Honey Lady and rubbed his hands together. You finally brought us a new top floor to torture. Very amusing, said Honey Lady without cracking a smile. This is Matt. She pushed me forward a few inches with her hand on my shoulder. I need to get back downstairs. Please show him around and fill him in on how things work around here. Hey, wait! Before I could remember Honey Lady's real name and call her back to make her answer dozens of questions I couldn't even begin to put into words, she clicked right out the door. I turned to the guys. The tall one held up his racket, moving it in small circles. Jeffrey, you go in on the left and I'll attack from the right. Ready? What the heck? Ducking, I shuffled back a few steps while lifting both arms to shield my head. Talk about bullies and cruel initiation rites. Jeffrey swung his racket up over his shoulder, holding it tight with both hands and advancing fast on me. Whoa, Jeffrey, hold up, man. The tall guy, Henry, stretched out one arm to block him. I was just messing with the new boy's brain. He gave me a soft punch to the shoulder. No lie, dude, I'm glad you're here. Now I'm at the newest newbie on the floor. You'll be even more clueless than me. He gave his head a cocky little shake. Made me look good. Frowning, Jeffrey reluctantly lowered his racket. I gulped, trying to hide the fact that I was still breathing hard. No problem. I stood up straighter and shook out my arms. How long have you guys been here? Going on 2 months, Henry said. Jeffrey's been here about twice that long. Don't worry, I've got the system down. I'll let you in on all the insider secrets. You're so clueless you don't even know if there are any secrets, Jeffrey said. Henry waved him off. You play paddleball ball? He asked me. Jeffrey here doesn't put up much of a challenge. I've got to find me a worthy opponent. Jeffrey pushed his glasses up his nose. I'm getting better. I never played. I'd seen paddleball wall on TV. It's a cross between racquetball and a giant paddleball. I think the courts lost a ton. There weren't a lot of them around. Looks fun. Cool. Go change and we'll play. Change? Your clothes, dude. I stared down at my jeans and t-shirt. He's Scott here, said Jeffrey. Obviously, he's ignorant about the procedure to order clothes. No, I'm not. I just haven't had the time to do much of it yet. Hitching my thumb, I turned my head to the door. Should I give you one of those cubicle computers? Whoa, man, you can't just use any computer out there. You gotta stick with your own. It's sort of an unwritten rule, like sticking with your own toothbrush. Use your own QB comp or use the one in your room. I have a computer in my room, too? Cool. He doesn't know anything, said Jeffrey. Henry draped one arm around my shoulder and turned me up to the door. Let's go get you caught up on the way things roll on here on the top floor. Maybe a little tour. You have to play tour guide, Jeffrey? Go ahead, the short kid said, waving us off as he headed out the door. Have fun with your new best buddy, Coop. Coop? I thought your name was Henry. Cooper. Henry Cooper. I don't like Henry. You eat yet, bro? Dinner? No, and it's Matt. He must have forgotten. Well, come on, bro. Let's go order us an extra large pepperoni and get you gym clothes. Long strings of chewy mozzarella stretched between my teeth and the pizza in my hand. Lifting it high, I drizzled cheese into my mouth and chewed fast. Across the table, Coop smiled through the long strands of mozzarella hanging off his chin. Maybe we shouldn't have ordered triple cheese, I said after managing to swallow. Nah, this is the only way to go. Coop gulped down a big swig of soda on top of his food. We had the pizza delivered to my bedroom. My bedroom. What an understatement. Practically an apartment. My own bachelor pad. If only I could invite the guys from school here for a few minutes to let them see how I was going to be living now. Talk about one-upping. This was more like 10-upping or 20-upping. Nobody was ever going to beat me. The only thing this place didn't have was a kitchen, but who needed one? Top floor ordered all of its meals all over the computer like I'd done downstairs. Speaking of meals, I don't think tomorrow I'll order some of the barbecue that guy in the glass cubicle had delivered to him. Sure, it smelled good. What's with the guy anyway? Why would you want to eat dinner in your cubicle? Unless he's got something amazing hidden behind those blinds. Nothing could be amazing enough to keep me boxed up all day long. This is as much as I can take. He knocked the side of his fist against the big window next to us at the table, which had a great view of the lush lawns and thick trees we'd never be able to run through without first filling out a pile of forms. At least we have the paddleball ball court. Coop stood and walked over to the remote control sitting on the arm of the leather sofa. He punched a button and changed the channel on the huge flat screen on my wall from a music video to a sports program. I'd have a clear view of the TV screen from my bed, too, if I ever decided to watch from there. That guy, what's his name? He stays in the cubicle all day? All day, every day, said Coop, going for another piece of pizza. Miss Smoot calls him Reginald. The rest of us call him Nutcase. He has to come out sometime. To sleep? To go to the bathroom. He's got to go to the bathroom. Maybe he has the bladder the side of the swimming pool. Coop picked a huge chunk of sausage off his slice and popped it into his mouth. He does come out at night. He sleeps in his room. There are things in there, too, a little. Haven't figured out what yet. Why don't you just ask him? Coop sputtered out a laugh, spewing tiny flecks of half-chewed mozzarella and pepperoni. Good thing the table was big enough that none of it reached me. Ask him? Bro, no one talks to Reginald. When he's working in that glass box of it, he is, like, sacred. You can't disturb it unless the workhouse is on fire, and even then it's iffy. Once Isaac, who's in the QB next to him, knocked on the glass door and tried to invite him to come play laser tag in the gym with him and Kia. Reginald didn't make a sound, and within a minute, one of the security dudes was up here cutting Isaac down. Okay, then no biggie, just ask him when he comes out. Right. Dropping the remainder of his slice onto the table with a splat, Coop leaned forward on his elbows. If you ever catch sight of him, let me know. I'll hustle over and give him an interview. No way. You're saying you've never seen him? In 2 whole months? I'm saying, surely someone. Slumping back in his chair, he shook his head, flipping out his shaggy blonde hair. I'll be the first then. Go for it, dude. Hey, how about going to my room and playing some vids while we wait for your gym clothes? Coop scooped up the remainder of his cheese-smothered piece of pizza. Sure, I was always up for video games. Sitting back in my chair, I pulled out my cell again and fiddled with it. Nothing. Do you ever get a signal here? Haven't yet. Doesn't that seem really weird? No. Isaac thinks there's a huge alien spaceship hovering over the workhouse that blocks that signal. I just think there's a glitch that could be fixed easily enough if Miss Smoot wanted to get it fixed. I'm guessing she thinks our work quota would go down if we could talk and text all we wanted. Huh, I said, sticking the phone back in my pocket. Coop scarfed down the rest of his huge piece in about 2 bites. That guy could eat. You want any more? He sacked. Nope, 3 pieces does it for me. You? Nah, let's go. What should we do with the rest? Half a pizza sat in the box on the table. Just leave it, he said. They'll come clean it up. They, I asked. Who? I don't know, the cleaning people? He wiggled his fingers and made a Twilight Zone sound. They're like Reginald. You never see him. They wait till you're out of the room before they come in. You never have to make your bed or pick your clothes off the floor. It's like, bing, magic. Everything's done for you. Oh, I said. This was weird. Nice, though. No chores. I could live with that. How do they know when you're out of a room? Big brother, cuz. Big brother. Huh? His light blue eyes crinkled along with the rest of his face as he smiled. Cameras, my man. They're all over the place, taking in our every move. Wait a minute. Our every move? There are cameras in here watching us right now? I picked up a paper napkin and wiped it across my mouth. You catch on quick. He gave me a playful shove on the arm. Maybe you really are smart enough to be a top floor. There can't be cameras in the bathroom. In the closet? They watch us change our clothes and do other things? Don't sweat it, said Coop, picking up a piece of pepperoni off the leftover pizza and shoving it to his mouth. I freaked when I first found out too, but Miss Smoot told me they only monitor the bathroom and closet with radio equipment. It's one or the other. The video monitoring doesn't have audio, and the audio monitoring doesn't have video. Just to make sure we're safe. And they can't watch us 24/7. They're just like a couple of dudes watching all 5 floors. They're not going to fixate on one dopey kid changing his socks. And they better not. They won't. A high-pitched electronic ring sent a few notes through my room. I sat up straight, clutching the arms of my chair. Doorbell, said Coop. Must be your gym clothes. He got a wild, excited look in his eyes. Ready for some paddle wall ball?